sales culture fuels that curiosity. In other words, when we all have the same transparency, the information, when you get the why, now we can talk about our customers. You know what customers love? They love when, again, I said it a moment ago, when you have already been discussing them and you come to them ahead of them. I don't know what I didn't know, but you did. That was really cool. We have to change the conversation about the impact, the enormous impact of your investment. Here's your money line. Curiosity is influence. You know who I'm going to do business with? Somebody who is curious. Curiosity is influence. Curiosity did not kill the cat. Curiosity creates cash. Make no mistake about it. I want to talk to somebody. I want to do business with somebody who's curious about me, my business. The worst question anybody can ever ask me is, so Todd, tell me how you got started speaking, or how many days do you have? And by the way, if anybody asks me that in the next 2 days, I'll tell you. So curiosity is influence, because the more curious you are, here's your money line, folks. The more curious you are, the more competitive you are, period. You can't be curious without knowledge. You can be curious. And if you are going to be curious, you want to make sure you know everything you need to know about that customer. Every single person in your organization has that customer connection, whether they see it or not. Our job, our opportunity, friends, your opportunity is to use this investment to create that transparency when people see that. It's heartbreaking to me when someone says, I don't think I matter. Or, you know what I do, I know what my title is, but I don't want, think, who cares? It matters. I was with one of my clients a couple of weeks ago, a dealer, and I happened to get into a conversation with the lot person. I always hate saying lot boy. It just doesn't sound right to me, but it's a lot person. And he was driving the tractor around. He was putting pipes and all kinds of stuff in place. And I walked up to him, I introduced myself, and I said, hey, how are you? He goes, hey, I'm so-and-so. I said, tell me what you do. He goes, it doesn't matter. Now, he said that to the wrong person, as you can imagine, because I said, let's have a conversation. And he goes, I'm busy. I said, not as busy as you're going to be if you keep with that attitude. Not attitude, but that mindset. We wound up having a 10-minute conversation, and I said, look, when you clean this place up so it looks good to a customer, I know we know all this intellectually. We have to get it as having impact on sales. When you clean this lot up and it looks really good, and a customer, because they get customers walking in all day long, because they run a retail operation as well. I said, customers walk in, the first thing they notice is what this place looks like. You don't know what I'm talking about. This isn't news. Here's the difference. We want him to understand that helps sales. Not he's just the lot individual. Every conversation is a sales moment. Make no mistake about it. Good morning is a sales moment. Or it can be a de-sales moment, I suppose, as well. You're all looking at me right now and you're evaluating what I'm saying. Everything that's coming out of my mouth right now, folks, you are evaluating whether you buy it, you don't buy it, you believe it, you don't believe it. It's okay. I'm not too thin-skinned. And of course, I look around the room as well, and I get a sense of whether people engage or are not engaged. We're all constantly in sales mode to each other. Don't ever sell that one short. Transparency does something magnificent for us. It puts all hands on deck to look at the only thing, arguably, that matters, the customer. I'm not saying it's another way to say customer focus. I get it. Nobody wakes up and says, I don't give a damn about the customer. I get it. At least I hope they don't. You know what the greatest way to get rid of internal arguments are? You versus me, do this. No, I can't do that. I don't have time, blah, blah, blah. You all have those conversations, right? You spend more time internally going back and forth with each other to get something done. How about this? You call a stop and you say to somebody, listen, this back and forth right now, here's the only way we're going to proceed. Is this conversation, discussion, argument, debate, investment need, whatever it is we're going back and forth on, is it going to help our customers say yes? And if the answer is yes, proceed. If the answer is no, it's noise.